Why are you here? Oh shit, here, I can see a light down there.
Could you do that again, please? I missed the majority of that.
Who is that? Who is that? No,
Yo, turn the light off, bro.
no.
Yo, look at this.
Yo, somebody was living up here.
You're misinterpreting me.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
Nature's quiet can instantly shatter into pure panic. Whether facing a mangled figure crawling toward your cabin or unseen voices in the dark, would you run or stay to investigate? On a freezing night with temperatures hovering around 30 degrees, Bear, the outdoorsman behind Exploring with Bear, headed out alone for a camping trip. Even though he was fighting the flu, which his RN wife suspected had developed into pneumonia, he was determined to try out a homemade tent heater and an MRE after being stuck indoors for days.
We are back for another adventure. Today's adventure, we're going to do some camping, sort of some survival camping. You know, we're going to test out some different things that I've seen out there. The problem with it is, I was advised against this. Here's the downside. I have had the flu since Christmas. And my wife, she's an RN, and she took that little test scope, whatever you call it, listened to my lungs about 3 days ago and said that she believes it has now turned into pneumonia for me.
As night settled in, turning the calm landscape into a dark silhouette, Bear focused on pitching camp and building a fire. Then, through the sound of shifting leaves and popping wood, something disturbing broke the quiet. It sounded like something large being dragged across the forest floor, slowly moving closer to where he stood.
Something's over there right now. It's getting closer. It's like something's being dragged. Tell me you guys hear that. Something is being dragged over there.
The noise faded and returned without warning, keeping him tense and alert as he continued setting up.
What in the heck? That was a long drag, like it just kept going and going. But I don't see nothing, but it sounds pretty close.
Later, while walking toward a dried lake bed, the darkness thickened, making every small sound and shadow feel amplified.
Here's a little interesting tidbit of this location out here. It is Bigfoot country also. There's that one show, Finding Bigfoot it might be called, even came out here. And the one with Bobo in it.
Stories of ancient Native American entities added a deeper sense of unease to the already isolated setting.
Might be able to see some Bigfoot prints down here. So there is Bigfoot, and there's also skinwalkers. So this isn't a haunted video or nothing, but I mean, we'll keep our eyes peeled for Bigfoot for sure. And skinwalkers here at night. Back in the day, there was a lot of Indians in this area.
Those legends, combined with the earlier dragging sounds, created a far more unsettling picture of the area around him. Back at camp, with his MRE heating over the fire, the strange activity intensified. A sudden, frightening sound rang out from the darkness, sharp enough to make him instinctively grab for his flashlight, only to realize it was no longer working.
Oh, crap. Holy smokes. That was a scary sound. I was coughing. I don't know if you guys heard that. Coming from back there, and I can't see nothing over there. Pitch black. Oh, my flashlight ain't working now. Wonderful. What the heck was that?
Inside his tent later that night, as his eyes slowly adjusted to the blackness, he noticed something unusual. A lighter shape standing out faintly in the dark.
Because right now the light's in my eyes and I can't see nothing over there. But my eyes were starting to get a little adjusted to the dark. It looked like something white. Like I could see, I could make out something white. I tried to get a flashlight on it, but then it was gone. So that was pretty weird. But I didn't get to see really what it was, but it looked like something standing. It was lighter. Like I could just make out something. It was weird. I don't know how to explain it really.
When he tried to shine a light toward it, the figure vanished, leaving him with the chilling feeling that something had been watching. The night reached its peak when, sitting by the fire again, he detected a strange glow in the distance. It appeared almost like a soft light, something his camera failed to record but that he could clearly see with his own eyes.
How is that possible? There's something sort of like light and glowing over there. I can see it with my eye. It's not coming up on camera.
Each time he aimed his flashlight toward it, the glow disappeared, only to return once the beam was gone.
And it's there. That is weird. I do not know what that is.
This pattern of vanishing and reappearing emphasized how unnatural the sight seemed, reinforcing the sense that he was not alone and that whatever was there preferred to stay hidden in the shadows.
A whole lot of time's passed. I don't know if I should sleep here or not, guys. I'm calling it.
Worn down by the growing strangeness and the effects of his illness, Bear ultimately decided to end his solo trip early. What caused the dragging noise and the distant glow was never confirmed, but moments like these remind us how quickly calm can shift into fear. If you were alone out there, would you have stayed the night or packed up and left? This is the story of Lee, a well-known YouTuber from the channel Lee the Fourth, recognized for his entertaining content and occasional trips into remote, unsettling locations. The video was uploaded on January 6, 2024. Lee has explored abandoned buildings and forests before, but this time he is heading into one of America's most haunted forests, planning to stay there overnight. Fortunately, he is not going alone.
Yo, what it do, baby? What's up, guys? It's your boy Lee the Fourth. We're back again for another video. Today I'm with the boys, you already know.
After arriving, the group starts walking down a forest trail, eager to see what they might find. Before long, off to the right, they notice an old abandoned house. Curious and prepared for whatever might be inside, they choose to enter.
Look, the basement. Oh, what is that? Someone lived in it? What is that?
Let's go check it out.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, low key.
I'm joking about you.
Bruh, yo, this is why I said I wasn't coming out here. Gosh, there's always the one person in the movie who said this is a bad idea.
I think it's a great idea.
This is a bad idea.
As part of the group steps through the creaking doorway, one of them spots something troubling.
Bro, there's a shotgun shell.
Stop.
Stop what? Bro, that's OD. This OD. Y'all playing too much right now.
A shotgun shell lies on the floor near the entrance, not exactly the kind of object you would hope to see in a place like that. Even so, they ignore the warning and move deeper inside.
This is crazy, dog. I'm not really. Y'all gotta watch our steps for real. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, this is crazy. Y'all, look at this.
Yo, somebody was living up here.
Oh, there's a fridge. What's up? Sheesh, what's in the fridge?
Oh, we got eggs. Hold up, yo. In the morning. There's eggs.
I'm not eating that.
Hella eggs.
Shit.
It smells like it too.
At first, the building seems like any other deserted structure, but something feels off. An unplugged refrigerator sits inside, filled with eggs left to rot in stale air.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't know where yet.
Yo, I'm going to see anybody living here. What is he doing?
Is it open?
You good?
Yo, stop playing.
Where'd he go? Nah, he's not. Is a bed?
Bullets right there, bro.
There's bullets?
Yo, there's nothing even in.
What is this?
No. I've just seen bullets in a bed.
Explain too much.
As they continue searching the rooms, the atmosphere grows more disturbing. They discover an old mattress, scattered clothing, and more bullets, suggesting that someone may still be using the location. This could have been a clear sign to leave. Instead, they decide to camp on the property, unaware that someone might already be nearby.
Tank? You got water?
What's that?
I heard something too.
I heard something. Bro, it's acorns, man. But we keep going past the fact that someone used to live here, y'all.
Yo, I don't feel good. Can you get a flashlight from somebody? No?
You took my flashlight.
I don't really got it.
Once night falls, unusual sounds begin echoing around them. Two of the boys feel uneasy, while the others assume the noises come from animals moving through the brush. Then everything shifts.
Alright, I heard that one. I heard something. Oh,
Nah, bro. Light it on, light it on. Double.
turn the light off. Where did you put the light off?
I don't know, bro. How do you know?
Yo, don't keep mask like this.
We're seven. Hit the light. Hit the light. Nah, it's the big light. Don't do the big light. I'll do the more. Oh! What the?
Who is that?
Get that.
Who is that? No.
Yo, turn the light off, bro.
No.
Chill.
Yo, nigga,
Yo.
go. I told you this was a bad idea.
Yo.
I told you. We all gonna die. Yo, why y'all out of the here? What is that? See right there? Look at that. What is that? Right there. You see it? Bro, you see it right there.
Hey, we're sorry, we're lost, sir.
We didn't know nobody lived here.
We didn't mean no problems.
We didn't take anything. You know, it might seem that way.
A man steps out from the darkness of the forest, watching them calmly from the shadows. Fear takes over and the group runs. Confusion spreads, and suddenly he disappears.
What's that? He keeps looking.
Yo, what?
Yo, he's coming.
Lee,
What did he say?
you brought us out here. You go talk to
What
him.
did he say? Nah, you got me beat.
What do you mean we got you beat? You brought us out here.
He disappeared.
Yo, he didn't just leave.
Hit the light. He can see us better than seeing. Hit the light. Turn right up.
All right, now we can't see him at all.
I know he's
Yo, what are you doing?
Shut up, bro. Shut your ass up. Yo, shut up. Man, shut up. Got to fuck.
Where'd he go?
You see him?
Yo, don't fuck.
When the flashlight beam sweeps the area again, he reappears from behind a tree. Terrified, they leave their tent behind and flee the forest, vowing never to return. The group was fortunate to escape unharmed. Situations like this can change fast, and sometimes what seems empty is not. If you had been there that night, would you have stayed calm, or would you have run the moment you saw him? In this case, there was no alert, no rising tension in the air, just a single image examined far too late, revealing that someone had been present the entire time. In 2024, an anonymous TikTok account posted a short clip titled, "I'm not ever going camping again." The video showed one photograph taken during a family camping trip in the mountains. At the time, nothing about the outing or the picture seemed out of the ordinary. That changed after the photographer returned home and took a closer look at the image. Hidden among the trees stood a man, partly concealed by shadow, motionless and staring straight toward the camera. No one recalled seeing him during the trip, and there was no explanation for how long he had been there or why he went unnoticed. The account never shared additional information, and the identity of the figure was never verified. Whether the photograph was staged or captured unintentionally, something about it remains deeply unsettling. If you discovered someone hidden in your family photo, would you assume it was harmless, or would it change how you see that moment forever? Entering the wilderness without proper preparation can be more frightening than any ghost story. This case follows a group whose excitement rapidly shifted into an evening filled with unexpected anxiety. The creators behind Beersos, a US-based channel known for capturing chaotic first-time outdoor experiences without editing or polish, document what happens when planning falls short and small setbacks quickly spiral. On October 26, 2025, they arrived at Gold Creek campsite in high spirits, laughing about how little they had prepared, unaware that fading daylight and unfamiliar surroundings were about to turn the night into something far more difficult.
Oh! Ah! Nico.
That's okay.
Dude, don't get it dirty, bro.
How do I not do that in the fucking forest?
So I know you need the poles.
Dude, I've never set up a tent in my life, bro.
I've never set up. I've only watched a 4-minute video of someone doing it. Did you know? Our tent's supposed to be $100.
It was $100?
Yeah. Like, is that really cheap?
I think, yeah.
But it's Amazon Basics, though. Like, Amazon Basics aren't bad. They're never bad.
Setting up the tent soon became a struggle. The rocky ground resisted their attempts to secure the pegs properly, and mistakes in placement only made the situation worse. Minor injuries followed, frustration increased, and every attempt to improvise seemed to create new problems. The mood swung between laughter and irritation as the final traces of daylight disappeared, forcing them into a race against the growing darkness.
Wait, do the other sides, do the other sides, do the other sides.
Okay, Celeste, tell me, is it through the hole or through the loop? Hole or loop?
Hole.
Hole?
Metal hole.
Metal hole?
Yeah, I think that's giving better vibes. It's literally happening.
Oh shit.
This is so cool.
Okay.
Rain suddenly drenched the mesh tent, soaking their belongings and leaking inside. Discomfort turned into worry as night deepened and thoughts of nearby wildlife became harder to ignore. The cold, combined with inexperience, transformed what began as an adventure into an exhausting ordeal.
Oh my god, I'm so over this.
Celeste.
I'm actually over this.
Celeste, we're done.
Oh god. My two helpless children.
Oh god.
So the idea is,
Dude,
at least from my understanding, is
shoved
this
the
is
key in
this is supposed to go in here, and then this when you nail it down to the ground, because it's L-shaped, will keep it from coming back up.
Hammer, I didn't know you needed a hammer to go camping. Like, that's so weird.
A nearby camper eventually stepped in and lent them a mallet, allowing the tent stakes to be secured correctly. Relief spread through the group, but so did the realization that what they had expected to be simple was far more demanding than anticipated. Cooking dinner brought no relief, as wind and rain interfered with the stove, filling the air with smoke and adding to the disorder. Inside the leaking tent, they reflected on the night, acknowledging their exhaustion, minor injuries, constant stress, and the unforgiving reality of their first solo camping attempt. Sometimes nothing supernatural is needed, just poor planning and a dark forest. If you were in that situation, would you laugh it off, or would the pressure have been too much? This disturbing footage was recorded by James, a passionate outdoorsman who feels most at home in the wild. He has always sought out remote places, chasing solitude and adventure with his loyal dog, Mia. On this trip, James finally traveled to the Rocky Mountains, a destination he had dreamed about for years, hoping to experience the untouched beauty of the region. He rented a secluded Airbnb for the night, and at first everything felt calm. Only the quiet sounds of nature and the sharp mountain air surrounding him. That calm did not last. A sudden piercing noise broke the silence. It was not the cry of wildlife or wind through the trees. It sounded like a scream. Curious but unsettled, James stepped outside to investigate. His flashlight sliced through the darkness as he scanned the tree line. That was when he noticed it. A hunched, hairy figure crawling in his direction. James froze, his breath catching. The way the figure moved felt deeply wrong. Its limbs bent at unnatural angles as it dragged itself through the dirt, almost human, yet not quite. The closer it came, the stronger his instinct to flee became. Heart racing, he ran back toward the cabin and slammed the door behind him. Shaken, he reviewed the footage. The figure was clearly visible. But the longer he studied it, the more doubt crept in. At first it looked like a creature, yet up close its shape appeared disturbingly human, almost like someone wearing a mask. His thoughts spiraled. Was someone playing a prank, hiding nearby to frighten him? Or had he witnessed something far more disturbing? Some viewers believed he had captured Bigfoot, pointing to its size and movement. Others insisted it was simply a person in disguise. He never returned to that Airbnb, nor to that section of the mountains. If you had seen that figure moving towards you in the dark, would you have stayed to get a closer look, or would you have run without looking back? In 2021, a man identified only as John went on a solo camping trip, searching for solitude deep in the wilderness. What was meant to be a calm night outdoors would later turn into something far more unsettling. The footage from that trip was eventually uploaded to TikTok through an anonymous account under the name Old Fogey John. The video, less than a minute long, appeared without a title or explanation. Earlier that day, while setting up camp in daylight, John began hearing strange and unexplained sounds coming from the surrounding woods. The noises were disturbing enough that he chose to take precautions. As darkness settled in, he positioned a night vision camera, hoping to record whatever might be moving through the shadows around him. What the camera captured has never been fully clarified. The footage seems to show a figure shifting within the range of the night vision lens. Its form and behavior remain unclear, leaving viewers unsure of what they are actually witnessing. No follow-up was ever posted, and John never explained what happened that night or identified what appeared on camera. If you heard those sounds in the woods and saw that shape on camera, would you stay to investigate or pack up and leave before sunrise? Earlier last year, a brief yet deeply disturbing clip appeared online from an anonymous TikTok account called AC Adventurer. Titled, "Got the Hell Out the Dodge Real Fast," it provided no backstory, only a raw reaction to something the creator clearly did not expect to encounter. Recorded deep in the Alberta wilderness, the footage showed a forest that looked peaceful, yet sounded anything but calm. As the camera remained fixed on the tree line, a sequence of unsettling, unnatural noises echoed through the woods. The sounds were low, distorted, and difficult to identify, not clearly animal and not easily explained by wind or landscape. The tension was obvious, reflected in the creator's breathing and the increasingly unstable framing of the camera. There was no narration and no explanation, only a later caption expressing confusion and asking for answers about the noises captured that night. With no further details provided, viewers were left wondering what produced the sounds and how near it was when the decision was made to leave. If you heard those noises in the wilderness and couldn't see what made them, would you stay to investigate or leave before it came any closer? The next video of the night comes from The Journey is the Destination. It is June 30th, 2024, on a private hunting property in Northeast Florida, United States, a location connected to a deeply troubling history.
Somebody talking behind me. It's already gonna be a creepy night, I can tell. You guys with the headphones, there's probably gonna be a decent amount of EVPs in this place. We're at the Haunted Hunting Grounds, my friend's private property up in Northeast Florida. So we are going to do another explore here. Dang, I keep hearing stuff moving. All right, my friends, let's get into it. Welcome back to The Journey. That is such a weird, let's see if I can get this on camera. That is a weird footprint. It's like this way, and that way. That is super weird. I was looking to see if there's any footprints. I don't see any fresh footprints, so that's a good sign. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, this location, it's a hunting lease that he owns, and they've had a lot of weird stuff here. They see shadows, but basically the history of this land.
Moving farther into a clearing, the explorer notices unusual footprints that do not appear fresh, along with discarded items scattered across the area. Chairs, trash, and a doll. He explains that the land was once home to a man named Winston, who was responsible for the deaths of his family following a house fire.
Anomaly? There, anomaly? That was T-H-E-I-R. Is that what you call the shadows that are walking around out here? I saw one when I was...
During spirit communication, the Ovilus device repeatedly responds with the word shadow. At the same time, the investigator experiences a sudden and intense drop in temperature along one side of his body, despite the warm, humid night.
You're misinterpreting me.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Are you fighting something? Is something trying to fight me? Oh, hello. Something's trying to fight me.
He killed us.
He killed you?
The cold sensation brings immediate goosebumps and feels sharply localized rather than environmental.
Are you trying to get me to smell what the house smelled like as it burnt down? Or what is that burning smell? Well, the K2 meter is kind of useless tonight. I did get some, like that one reading.
Fact.
Is that a fact that you want me to smell what the burning house smelled like? Because, like I said, it smells like something's burning, but not.
Near the conclusion of the investigation, he momentarily mistakes a shadowy shape for a small figure standing nearby. Although it turns out to be vegetation, the moment triggers a jump scare, revealing how deeply affected he has become over the course of the night. Combined with earlier sightings of headlights in the woods and a persistent feeling of being watched, he ultimately decides to leave the property. As the investigation ends, the progression is clear. What begins quietly builds through layered experiences, voices, repeated references to shadows, sudden cold sensations, unsettling device responses, and unexplained smells. If you were alone in that clearing and your devices kept responding like that, would you stay to continue or leave before something else happened? The next chilling video of the night comes from Noctis Paranormal, a UK-based paranormal investigation team known for real-time, low-light explorations in abandoned and secluded locations. It is January 16th, 2026, at an undisclosed location in the United Kingdom.
I heard a male's voice in here, and then just then, as we were setting up our cameras...
While setting up cameras and equipment, a male voice is reportedly heard inside the room. The pressure in the space seems to intensify, and Becky becomes visibly emotional, her eyes watering as if reacting to something unseen. The team remains close and alert, preparing to confront whatever might be causing the shift.
I could just see something like this.
Did you hear that? That was heavy. I know, I heard it. That was like...
It's this. It's the hand. Like, telling me to keep going. I could hear in my head, "Why are you here? Why are you here?"
As camera positions are adjusted, the male voice is reportedly heard again. The team pauses, carefully scanning the area and confirming that no one else is present who could explain the sound.
You okay?
I started overheating and felt faint for it.
Becky begins to struggle with mounting pressure in her throat and chest, and her breathing becomes strained. The team firmly instructs the presence to back away, documenting her physical and emotional condition as events unfold.
I was hearing that. It's gone. High-pitched fucking buzzing. Oh shit, yeah, I can see a light down there. I can see a light.
There is something fucking moving down there now.
Yeah.
She reports hearing repeated questions in her mind asking why they are there. At the same time, heavy and unexplained noises echo nearby. Together, these elements create the impression that their movement through the building is being influenced rather than freely chosen.
It's got a whiff of burning. It's got a whiff of burning. Well, I couldn't smell it when we come in.
A high-pitched buzzing cuts through the space. Lights appear to shift in the distance. A strong smell of burning fills the air without any visible source. The team proceeds cautiously, continuing to record every change while acknowledging how oppressive the environment has become. What begins as a calm session gradually builds into a tense and deeply unsettling experience. If you felt that pressure and heard those sounds in the dark, would you stay to push further or step away before it grew stronger? This footage comes from Dave C. Paranormal, a UK-based channel known for solo investigations in forests, memorial grounds, and cemeteries. It is February 1st, 2026, in Cannock Chase near the Caton Memorial. Dave steps into the woodland behind the memorial, an area of Cannock Chase he has never explored before. He begins calling out and directing questions toward reported activity in the area, including references to the black-eyed child. Almost immediately, he notices sudden chills and a strong sensation of being watched. As he carefully moves deeper into the forest,
something behind me. And what I heard was, it sounded like somebody went. Wow, that was...
A sound from behind abruptly stops him. Dave turns in response, but nothing can be seen through the fog.
That is creepy as hell. I am getting a weird sense of feeling here.
As he continues farther into the woodland, his discomfort grows. Repeated chills and the ongoing sense that something is close by shift the experience from cautious exploration to genuine unease.
I saw the K2 right up to the orange. Could you do that again, please? I missed the majority of that.
Deeper in the forest, Dave finds 3 stones stacked together. He notes that similar stone arrangements have been linked to reports of black-eyed child sightings in the area, reinforcing his belief that this section of Cannock Chase carries unusual activity.
It starts getting weird. When you're in them woods, it's very strange. Now, when I was in there earlier, I said I was weirded out, and then I almost forgot to show you those stones. When I went back in there to show you them stones.
When he returns toward the Caton Memorial, the atmosphere shifts once more. Dave reflects on how quickly the mood changes between the two locations, strengthening his impression that the woodland itself holds something unsettling. Sometimes isolated sensations can build into something heavier than expected, and sometimes the environment alone can shape perception. If you felt that shift in the fog and saw those stones stacked in the dark, would you stay longer to search for answers, or leave before the tension grew stronger? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.